How you doing, Mr. F. Gary Gray?
I'm doing well, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. Now, I don't know, you have like a proud father moment being here on the red carpet looking at Ice Cube and being in the buddy comedy? How you feel about this moment right now?
You know, I do feel good about circling back and seeing Cube in a comedy, because that was the beginning of my career. Ice Cube and Friday was my first film. It was his first comedy, and we had no idea that it would be as successful as it is. So to circle back and see him, you know, playing in a comedy again, you know, I feel somewhat connected to it. So it's a good feeling, man. And I hope it's funny. It looks funny as hell.
It really is going to be funny as Friday. That's the question. That's a high bar that you set. So when it comes to the formula and what made Friday so funny, what do you think it is about the formula of Friday and the formula of buddy comedies?
You know what? I wish I knew the formula. When we made Friday, we had no idea that it was going to turn out the way it turned out. You know, we shot it in 20 days. You know, we're all 24, 25 years old. We had no idea. I wish I could tell you I went in the lab and I figured it all out, but the one thing I can say about Friday is that it wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for Chris Tucker, you know, and Ice Cube's writing as well. So you have Kevin Hart, who is hilarious. So you already got one half of that equation already won. Kevin Hart he's the shit. And so, you know, we'll see what the story looks like, but I just think that when you have a Richard Pryor, a Chris Tucker, a Kevin Hart, you got half the battle won.
You know, you got quite a nice career yourself as far as the films that you've done. And it's kind of funny because you started off with something like Friday, but you ended up doing The Negotiator, an Italian Job. So as a director, how do you go about kind of choosing which film, like actors choose roles, how do you go about choosing which film to kind of further your career and know which ones to turn down, you know, like a white chick, I don't want to say that, but how do you know which one to choose?
Well, you know what, for me, choosing a project is really simple. I just have to feel it in my heart. You know, and I know that sounds really simple, but it's a lot of bad material out there. So it makes it easy for you to say, you know, hey, I want to watch this movie. Now, I do have a hard time watching my movies, but for different reasons. With Law Abiding Citizen, I want to see a guy take a whole city hostage from inside a prison cell. I'd watch that movie. You know, with Italian Job, somebody using cars as tools for a heist, all right, I'll watch that movie. So it's really simple. If it's something I feel like I watch and if it's cool, you know, I can't say I made all the coolest movies in the world, but you know, I kind of veer away from things that I feel are kind of corny. Yeah. You know, but I'm not afraid to kind of spread my wings and do something different. Right now, I'm about to do Straight Outta Compton with the N.W.A. story, and that's special to me because I grew up in South Central. I started off with Cube. That was the beginning of my career. I was there for part of that story. I love the music. It changed the world. And you look at Scorsese movies, when he does things like Casino or Goodfellas, you know, he takes the Italians and he goes back and he makes these great period pieces. So I want to do the same thing. I want to look back and, you know, at the black experience and America and popular culture back in the 80s and 90s, and I like to come close to what's, you know, to that bar. It's a hard bar, but I certainly want to try, and I think this is the material that that I could do it with. I'm F. Gary Gray, and you're watching Rolling Out TV.